receiving Jesus being a nice experience as it is. It is not offered as long as you get into a place and you don't have your body there. Jesus will tell you, I cannot enter into you because there is something that you no longer have. Which means having the flesh is an advantage. Even Jesus himself enters into you when he looks at you and he can see the physical body, the body that you think is stopping you from doing wonders. Jesus cannot come into you once you have lost that physical body. That's why after your physical death, there is no salvation. Why is there no salvation after your physical death? Because you have lost your physical body. Which means Jesus himself being the greatest gift, he doesn't want to socialize with you when your body is not present. Which means your physical body is an advantage. How come after death, where you have now become more of a spirit, he doesn't want to enter into you at that place? You will be asked, if you want that, you should have done that whilst you still had a body. And yet at the time when you still had your body, you were busy fighting your physical body, thinking that that's your number one enemy. Your physical body is very, very special before God. Tell yourself, I'm very special. So the issue now with your physical body, that's why Jesus gave us a commandment. He said you have to love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. As it means it has to be equal. There is no person who can claim to love you if he doesn't love himself. And that's the problem that we have. We have people that cannot love others simply because they cannot love themselves. You can only love the person next to you to the same degree which you love yourself. So you have to love yourself. Your health is very important. Your health is very important. So you now have health listed there. And what we are looking at now is the strategy. What sort of a strategy do you have that is going to help you to achieve the good health that you so much desire? So on the strategy, you have to consider what you eat. That has to be part of the strategy. You carefully consider what you eat. That's number one. Number two, you have to look at how you eat it. You don't eat like you want to punish the food. And also when you eat it, the type of the food and how you consume it, and when do you eat? I've seen so many people, they have developed a routine whereby every morning they go for gym, but wait until you see them eating. That strategy is never going to work. The more they exercise, the more they get hungry and the more they eat. And the more weight they put on. If you want to lose weight, not the supernatural way, okay, you have to have a strategy. One thing that you have to say to yourself is, you have to give yourself a period of time. So you say, so in the next 6 months, I want to lose 15 pounds. You have to set it as a goal. You don't just say, I want to lose weight. To what? From where you are to where? There has to be a goal. How much do you weigh today? And how low do you want to come? You have to set it. It has to be written somewhere in order for you to achieve that. Don't just think about it. No. It has to be written somewhere. I want to achieve. By the end of this year, I should have come down to at least 70 kgs, 80 kgs, maybe 90 kgs. And all of us, we can write that. But what is your strategy? Even if it means I'm going to pray for you to achieve that, still you have to have a strategy. How are you going to get prayed for? How is that going to happen? Because once you have set a goal, you have seen it, which means focus. It gives you direction. It gives you energy. It gives you confidence. Once you have seen it, you are confident. In that strategy, you have to have a way of keeping yourself in the right health environment. If you want to live a healthy life, you have to make up your mind that I'm going to avoid every environment which is health threatening. Which means where you stay also becomes a factor. Where you stay, what you put on matters. You have to avoid places where drought, sickness, violence is thriving. I'm not saying from this place you go to a different address, but I'm saying make it a goal. Because some of you are coming from environments that are not right at all. You have to admit this is not a right environment. There's no way that you can pursue health when you're living under certain environments. It's impossible. So avoid dry places. That's why we don't have any successful farmer in the Kalahari Desert. In as much as they know how to do agriculture, but they avoid certain places. Know those places.